Remembering Sandra Deal, the former First Lady of Georgia, died yesterday and will be remembered at a service on Saturday as a tireless educator, even after she left the classroom and moved to the governor's mansion. 11 Alive's Doug Richards has more on how Governor Nathan Deal's wife fit and didn't fit in the world of politics.
In 2011, when Sandra Deal moved into the governor's mansion here in Buckhead, she immediately took it upon herself to work with a constituency that had almost no pull in Georgia politics.
Thank you.
Sandra Deal was making a day trip to read to school children in Macon when we rode along one day in 2018. It was part of an 8-year tour that took the former school teacher into every one of Georgia's 159 counties, sometimes putting her in distressed neighborhoods that her husband, Governor Nathan Deal, never saw.
And so I visited some really good schools, and I visited some that were not quite so good.
You have probably been in more neighborhoods in Georgia than probably Governor Deal has.
Probably so. I do love the little communities, but some of them really need a lot of help. It's hard to recruit teachers for areas like that.
This one in Macon was Mrs. Deal's 850th school visit, a tireless schedule she kept, then resumed after beating back breast cancer.
There was no political purpose for much of what she did. She did it because that was where her heart was. There was no votes when she went to visit kids who were in juvenile detention centers. And she would hug them. She would let them know they were loved.
I'm a teacher and a mama and a grandmama, and I just have to encourage them.
Sounds like this has been more physically demanding than actually teaching.
Well, probably, yes. And you can tell when you're around a group of children which ones were read to and talked to and which ones were not.
Mrs. Deal's devotion to teaching went deep. When her husband spent almost 2 decades in Congress, she kept her teaching job in Georgia and never moved to D.C. In Buckhead, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
A lot of folks saying some wonderful things about her, have some wonderful recollections, and this coming from people on both sides of the political aisle, talking about her work and education and the legacy she's leaving behind.
Absolutely, and the one thing that we can learn from her is she fulfilled her calling, making sure that she was continuously speaking into the lives of these young children, and I'm sure they'll never ever forget it.
Certainly making an impact of her own. Thank you, and we're certainly thinking of that family this evening and in the coming days and months ahead as well.